Okay, here we go. Everything ready? Yeah, we're good. Yeah. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
I am an old man, and most people hate me, but I don't like them either, so that makes it all even.
And the meatballs, they wind up being burnt.
The Morning Stream. Don't eat that. It's Pluto.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to TMS. This is the Morning Stream. What is the date? It is Thursday, June 27th, 2024. I'm Scott Johnson. That's Brian Ibbett. Good morning.
Hello.
Hey, man. Nice to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too. For the last time.
Yeah, this will be
before my before my ride.
That's right, the big weekend. I couldn't remember if you told us you were going to wear any kind of like GoPro or anything. You doing any of that time?
No, I don't. I thought about it, and I have a nice GoPro that I could do that whole thing, but I can't stream with it, and I could stream if I hooked up a whole bunch of extra crap, and I don't want to hook up a whole bunch of extra crap. Basically, every 10 to 12 miles, there's a rest stop, and I have to get off the bike. I go refill my water, rehydrate, pee if I need to, whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't want to have to disconnect from the bars of handlebars if I've got cords and stuff going around. So my plan is not necessarily not tonight. I mean, I'm not going to stream the ride, but I will be able to pop into the Discord because Catterday Tadpooligans will be going on for part of the ride. I'll be 3 hours in, I think, or 4 hours into the ride before people start showing up in Catterday Tadpooligans. But I'll keep an eye on things, and if I see somebody in there, I'll pop in there because it's nice to talk to people while I'm doing it. And I don't like talking to people riding next to me. When I
didn't even know you could do that. Can you just? I mean, I guess you can just have hey, how's it going, Bill? Or that sort of thing, right?
Oh, yeah. No, and there are people who spend the whole ride paired up side by side, riding the whole way. And my problem with that is that I focus them too much on staying with them, and I over pedal and I under pedal, and basically it's like I get exhausted because I'm just trying to match their speed so we can continue the conversation. And I'd much rather be like, here's the pace I'm going. Okay, going up a hill. All right, adjusting my, shifting down to go up the hill, shifting down again. All right, got to really push hard to get up this. Okay, now I'm going downhill. Brakes off. Here we go. Cadence. Thank you, Adobe Geek.
There you go. That's a good word for it.
And it's cadence of my pedal speed, but also like the shifting, that sort of thing. And I don't want to sit there and have to make sure that I maintain a good enough speed so that the person next to me can hear me.
Do you know if anybody does like a tandem bike in this sort of event?
Yeah,
that seems like fun.
We have there are like 4 or 5 people on tandem bikes. There's a lot of people on those bikes that you're practically laying down, in your feet first kind of bikes. And there's one guy who has one of those. Is that called a funicular? No, what is that called? The bike that has the giant front wheel.
Yeah. Oh.
Giant, where you're hovering above everybody.
What's that
penny
called?
Farthing.
Penny farthing. That's it. The old school freaking guy in the 20s with his bowler hat riding on one of those.
And his curly mustache. Yeah, one guy who does the entire 75 or 150 mile ride on a penny farthing. And I don't know how, on the straightaways, great, no problem. But I don't know how he does it on the hills and stuff like that. It's that's the thing that I look at these other people doing these things and feel like, all right, well, there's no reason I can't do this, right?
No, it's
My
good.
aunt has MS. A lot of people we ride with have MS. There's people on these, wackadoodle bikes and stuff. It's like, all right, if they can do it, I should be able to do it without complaining and bitching too much.
Yeah, and Barb's all set to go. She's out there as well tomorrow.
Barb's all set to go. She and I did the 30 last year because of my back problems, and she had just gotten a new e-bike and didn't feel comfortable yet enough with it to do the whole ride with it. So, but this year, Aunt Barb, Uncle George, and I are all doing on day one doing the 66. They say 75, but it's really when you boil down to it 66 or 68 miles up to Fort Collins.
Well, that means no Chris Brown. That means no Cooch. All right, these guys aren't going to be there.
No Chris Brown, no Cooch.
All right,
that's right. No Mrs. Cooch.
I just wanted to say Cooch again because I love that name.
I know he's so damn funny. Like, and Cooch doesn't try to be funny. He's a kind of funny where he just. So I took Chris Brown and Cooch to the Cosmopolitan that very first night to get him some verbenas. Neither of them had one before, and I was like, all right, well, this will be a fun experience. I love introducing people to the verbena.
Mm-hmm.
So we go into Cosmopolitan, and I'm like explaining, so here's the Cosmopolitan, that giant bar in the middle, that's a chandelier that comes down and encircles the entire 3 levels of bars.
Yeah. That's an awesome little zone in there. Love that in there.
It really is so gorgeous. And I said, well, so originally you could only get this drink on the 1.5 floor, halfway between the first floor and the second floor, but they now have it in the other bars, but we're going to shoot for that 1.5 floor. And so we go up there, and then we order the drinks, and then she brings them, and she says, would you like me to explain what to do? Or do you want to do it? Because she knew that I was ordering for him, so she knew that I was the experienced one. And I said, no, I'll take it from here. Thanks. So I basically say, oh, well, she did a little bit. And she actually said, you take the whole flower. So it comes with a little flower. And for people who aren't familiar with the verbena, it's a tequila drink that's kind of tart like a margarita. And there's a Szechuan electric button flower, a little bud, about the size of a little smaller than a marble, that they put in the top of your drink. And you take a drink of your drink, then you pick up the flower. And I was always taught you nibble on the yellow part, the leaves. Yeah. And you wait for it to take effect. It will numb the inside of your mouth and your tongue. And then you drink the drink again, and it tastes completely different.
Does it look like that? I just put in the Discord. Is that the...
It's exactly what it looks like. Yep.
Okay. All right, so there you go, Chad. I got a picture up on screen here so I can see that.
I think that is the one from Cosmo, right? Because I recognize that glass with the cross
very well
hatching.
might be. Let's see. Oh yeah, Las Vegas bartender. Here it is, and the Cosmopolitan. That's exactly it. Yeah.
Boy, Brian might have a drinking problem when he recognizes the glass that the verbena is brought in.
That's funny. I wonder if this is your bartender. It's Marina Mercer Bortarni. She's the current bartender there. So.
Well, we didn't talk to the bartender. We just talked to the server.
All right. So now, when you're I got a question about this. When you put that flower in your mouth and it's doing its numbing properties.
Yeah.
What does that part taste? Does it have a taste, or is it just?
Yeah, it's a bitter flower.
Okay.
It's not. The flower itself doesn't taste great. And which is why I was surprised when the server said, oh yeah, you take the whole flower bud and everything, and you just pop it in your mouth, you chew it, and then you swallow it. And I'm like, the whole thing? Yeah. I've never been taught you take the whole thing, because I only feel like the petals are the thing that actually have the toxin, whatever it is, have the numbing properties. Yeah. So I'm like, well, I'm just gonna chew on the petals, and I recommend you do the same thing. But of course, Chris Brown and Cooch both take and swallow the entirety of the plant. Yeah. And
they don't call you Cooch for nothing. Cooch is down to clown. Let's go.
All in on Cooch there. Bobby does the whole thing every time. It's like, oh yeah, no, plus you want to leave something, right? So you nibble on the leaves enough to get that initial numbing, and then you put the rest of the flour back in your drink, and you drink some. It's like, oh yeah, that tastes different. And then it's like, oh, that's starting to wear off. I'm gonna pick the flour back up and num on the rest of it. Then it kind of works 2 times.
Well, let me ask you this though: if you are sitting down to this thing, this exact glass, aren't you meant to? Maybe you said this, but aren't you meant to taste it first before you do the flour thing?
Okay, you absolutely taste it first, because you otherwise you can't tell there's a difference. Okay, but yeah, you got to taste it and go, ooh, yeah, that's a very I think it starts out sweet and gets tart afterwards, but everybody has a lot of people have a different experience. But yeah, you're supposed to taste it beforehand so that you can kind of be able to tell the difference. And
is this thing unique to there? I can't go some... Yeah. Okay. This is their thing.
No, although I'm sure there are bars that make these now, and Initially, this was the only place you can get it, but I don't see why there wouldn't be
Yeah.
other bars around locally that make these things.
Yeah, probably that would make sense.
So we gnaw on the flowers. We take another drink, and they're like, "Oh, this is pretty good." And then Cooch grabs the whole bud, chews on it, swallows this. That's the most bitter thing. Do they provide something where I can spit this out, Brian? I'm like, no, you just
You just got to eat it, dude. You eat that thing.
Put it in a napkin or swallow it, one of the two.
Yeah.
So Chris Brown, has the drinks like, oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, it totally tastes like a tart now, and it was really sweet before. It's a much better drink after the flour. What do you think, Cooch? And Cooch just like waits for like a minute and just kind of looks at him and then says, I don't know, but the whole inside of my mouth is numb. I feel like I'm at the dentist.
I love it. A guy named Cooch. That's perfect. Everything you're saying is perfect.
And the guy looks like John Turturro a little bit, like a shorter John Turturro.
Yeah.
And so you just picture this little skinny guy. I don't know, but the whole inside of my mouth is numb.
I guess
I'm at the dentist.
I'm ready for my extraction, Dr. Dentist.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's great. Well, I don't know why he intrigues me so much, but I'll hail Cooch.
He's intriguing. Yeah.
All right, couple quick things. Next week we got the 4th of July. It's America's Independence Day. Say what you want about us and our problems, but we are taking that day off to celebrate as we do most years. That is a holiday, so we're not here that day, which I think is a Wednesday? No, Tuesday, isn't it?
Thursday.
Thursday.
Thursday is 4th of July.
Okay, 4th of July we are out of here, so we're not here then. So we'll miss you terribly, but we'll see you before that and after that. I heard Tesla, my neighbor Tesla, we always call him Tesla because he has like 4 Teslas.
Yeah, I love it. I love that that's just call him Tesla.
Yeah, he currently
You're
has
gonna
2.
Up, you're going to call him Tesla to his face there. Oh, hey, Tesla, how you?
I know, I'm afraid I really am afraid I might do it one day because I don't think of him in any other name. And he literally has right now in his garage, his closed garage, there are 2 Teslas, one wrapped in pink iridescence, and they're all Model X's and 3s, I think. And then outside is another two others. I've yet to see a Cybertruck there because he told me he would never get one. He hates them. But anyway, he's got Teslas for miles, this guy.
Wow.
So it's hard not to call him that. But anyway, I hear him last night getting his garbage, pulling it back from the curb. And he waited like kind of a long time because normally it's, garbage night is Monday. They do it Tuesday morning. So you put your garbage out Monday night. They do it Tuesday morning. Well, yesterday was freaking Wednesday, so he'd let him sit there all day. Anyway, he decides to do this at like 1 a.m. And I hear it. I hear him dragging out there.
Great.
Yeah.
That nothing endears you to your neighbors like.
Yeah, but here's the best part. I hear him do this, and he's kind of a guy that his persona is very like, I'm cool. Look out, I'm very manly. I don't know. There's something, his whole vibe is
he comes across as very macho.
Very macho. There's the word. I couldn't think of the damn word. He's very macho in the very traditional sense every time I've ever talked to him. Yeah. And last night he's moving these garbage cans, but he's singing and humming, combination of the two because I felt like he didn't know all the words, but he's singing Taylor Swift.
Oh, really? What song? What song was he singing?
Don't know. I just know that it was the one about, oh, gosh, dang it. I'm so not a Swifty. Taylor Swift.
Shake It Off?
No, it wasn't that. That one I would recognize.
Play.
Something. And the goat one I always think of. But
yeah, sure. We are never, ever getting back. No, Trouble.
And what's the one where her and her friends all swing into a building and beat everybody up? What's that one called?
Oh, is that the, that's the,
gosh dang it.
I
can't think of it.
Bang,
I know what it is. You belong with me is what he was singing.
You belong with me.
Yeah, that's the one. You got me. Yeah. And he's just like letting that rip. Exactly. And he's doing that. Yeah. He's doing that worse than you just did it.
Clearly, I don't know all the lyrics either. Yeah.
He's doing this at 1 freaking in the morning, and I know that he thinks that no one's hearing him do this. And if I just have this feeling, if I said, "Hey, like get some kind of Swifty sign or something,"
Yeah, right.
he would be like mortified because he's that kind of guy. He'd never want to admit this.
I'm kind of bummed it wasn't Lover.
Oh yeah.
Can we always be this close forever and ever? And
See, that'd even be better.
Lover.
They have here's her top 5 according to this list. Shake
Top
It Off.
5 Taylor Swift songs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shake It Off, number 1. Number 2,
Yep.
You Belong With Me.
Yep.
Number 3, The Night Is Still Young. 4, Bad Blood. Oh, that's the one I'm
Okay.
thinking of with them breaking into the building.
Oh,
Bad
yeah.
Blood.
I know we got bad blood.
We're all tough as hell and look like John Wick ladies. And then 5 is Love Story. After that, I don't know any of these, but I don't know. Would you agree with that?
All right. I would agree with most of that. I would put, I would say Shake It Off. I'd put Love Story up there. I like, I need to see a list now.
I'll
Hold
give
on
you
a second.
I got a good list here if you want it. It's just
Oh yeah, give me your list.
Yeah, this is according to some
'Cause
YouTube channel.
We just did our 4-night viewing of the Eras tour, or Eras tour video. By the way, that's Cooch on the right.
Oh,
I think
there's
you've seen
Cooch.
photos of him.
Oh, I like it. See, it's even better because Cooch looks like
Yeah.
a guy who's down to clown. Look at this, you guys. Here's
Yeah,
Cooch in the
totally.
corner.
It's like a good working man.
Yeah, he's like, my mouth's numb. It's like the last time I went to the dentist.
Exactly.
I'm Cooch, and then he just disappears. That's
Just
awesome.
disappears. All right, so I would agree with Shake It Off, You Belong With Me, Bad Blood. I would move up I Knew You Were Trouble and We Are Never Getting Back Together up for me. Those I like Our Song. Our song is a slamming door.
Oh, that song's good. Yeah, I do like that. It's funny how I don't know these by name, but then when you sing them a little, I'm like, oh yeah, I like
Yeah.
that one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I kind of like Teardrops on My Guitar is pretty good. That's the bottom one, though.
Yeah.
They have it
Yeah.
as 20th, but I'd put it higher than this.
I don't know if I know that one by name. That's one I don't know by name.
I
but,
think it's one of her more country
Oh,
songs,
this is the Eras Tour list? No, I guess not. But it's like, see, time counts on the side like it's a.
Well, that's because it's part of a YouTube video compilation.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
But they claim these are her. Well, they say her greatest hits, so maybe these are actually like what sold the best or what hit the highest charts or something.
Yeah, it makes sense.
that
Oh
might
yeah,
be it.
Anti-Hero is good. I love that one. Yeah, I will fully admit that I am a borderline Swifty. You know, I feel like a Swifty could name a lot of these and sing a lot of these songs just by singing the titles, so I don't feel like I'm there. But when a new album first comes out, I listen to it. I listen to Midnights as soon as it came out. I listened to Folklore and Workshop. No, Joe's Garage. No, the one that came out at the same time as Folklore. They were like tandem releases.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I'm
I don't
yeah,
know.
Zoe says, as Brian is a Spice Girls fan, doesn't surprise me. He's a bit of a Swifty. Totally true. Evermore. Thank you, Molly. Evermore is the other one. With
Oh yeah,
Folklore and Evermore.
I think the connection. I think that's a good through line. Spice Girls
yeah.
through, and this is. I don't mean that pejoratively. Like I feel like there's a pop level of pop that there's the line there, right?
There's a line. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's the kind of the pop, female fronted pop music that I'm really into.
Yeah, yeah. And you secretly think Travis is real good looking. You know, he's like a.
TV's Travis? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, or what's his name?
Oh,
Travis.
I like that.
Is
Kelsey.
it Kelsey? Jeez, why can't I think of that freaking name? Well, anyway, there you have it.
I think here we go. Here's my dream scenario. Victoria Beckham Posh says, "Oh no, I don't want to do another reunion." And she just stays home and says, "All right, stay with the kids and with Bex and all that and play some soccer."
Right.
Taylor Swift steps in and says, "I'll be Swift Spice," and joins the tour for one for one U.S. tour, and they perform a mix of Spice Girls songs and Taylor Swift songs. There you go. I'll pay $400 for that concert.
You know what? That is a legitimate money-making proposition. I do. I really think that you could knock the world over by saying, "Hey,
God,
I'm Taylor Swift, and I'm working with the Spice Girls to do
a
one-off thing this year only. Get your butts in these seats, kind of thing." She would sell so many tickets.
Forget about the 20-year age difference between Taylor and the Spice Girls. I think it's probably less than that, but still, it's it'd be great. It would be an incredible show. That'd be a kick-ass show, and I would fully support that.
Yeah, I would too. Sign me up.
Sponsored by Coverville.
Yep. Oh, look, Coverville Records back at it, guys. We're ready.
Right.
Exactly. Let's do it. All right, couple of quick things here. We got an email.
Yeah.
I think this means that you and I are right about something, but we'll read it and we'll see what happens. Landon from Baton Rouge. I don't think this is his first time. I think he's written in a couple of times. Baton Rouge, Red Stick. Anyway, says, good morning, Speedy and Blip. On the TMS 2665 pre-show, you talked about 2X Speed listeners, and I thought you would enjoy this story. I've listened from close to the beginning of the show, and I've been with my wife even longer. I've always had a short commute, so I've listened to the show at 2 times speed so that I could stay caught up. Makes sense. I don't begrudge this to anyone. Yep. It's fine. Yep. I just can't do it, but I don't begrudge anyone else's desire to do it this way. Anyway, when I tried to get my wife to listen with me, she couldn't stand it. For whatever reason, I thought it was the content, just wasn't her style, and moved on. So she did not like us at all. And maybe we grate on her, who knows?
Who knows, yeah.
But then he goes on to say, we had a cross-country trip this month, and I put the show on, but this time I turned the speed back down to normal, and, in all caps, she liked it!
Nice!
For 10 plus years, I thought you were the problem, but it was me and my 2X habits. Our 14-hour drive went much quicker listening to the two of my favorite people. Despite you sounding like drunks to me now on normal speed, you've made a new fan out of my wife. Love the show, though, Landon. So there's that.
He should have signed off. Love the slow, though.
No, that's good. Missed opportunity.
Opportunity.
That's cool, though.
Squandered opportunity.
I feel like this is a good lesson, though. It means that it doesn't mean that 2X is the worst thing you can do, but it does mean that you're hearing us in not our true form. It's not who we are.
If you're introducing the show to someone new, please play us at our normal speed, and then up it if they give up and say no, I don't like these guys at any speed. Unsafe at any speed is what they would call us.
Yeah, equal opportunity offenders.
You gotta, boy, it's just not a TMS if Brian doesn't make some sort of Ralph Nader reference.
Yeah. It's to ask your parents, you guys. It was an important run.
Grandparents, yeah.
Red Fraggle says Chuck didn't want to listen to y'all at first because you happened to talk about boogers on the first episode he heard.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chuck. I guess you're good now, though, right, Chuck? You're all right. Yeah.
Chuck's all in.
Yeah.
Boogers and all.
Boogers and all. He'll take us.
Yeah, that's not the way you should be introduced to the show.
No. No. Well, I'm trying to figure out another way to get booger in there. You can't pick your favorite. No, that isn't.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I'm out. I don't know. I can't think of any others.
You should have picked a different episode.
Yeah, you have to blow this one off. I don't know. Anyway, thank you for that. We appreciate it, Landon. Here's another email. I haven't read emails in a while, so I thought these would be good to read today. This is from Danny in Canada, which we will now celebrate by saying, Canada! Here's what he says. This is about skyscrapers and people who were jumping from them during the Depression. We had a whole discussion about this. Mm-hmm. He says, hey, skyscraper and brownstone. I like that. I was just talking about brownstones yesterday. Why? This thing Kim's into has a lot of renovated British brownstone.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I love those.
That's why that came up.
Everybody sits on the stoop in front of the brownstone.
Yeah, nothing like that. There's nothing else like it.
Guitar, and we're all going to sit on the stoop and sing along. And there's kids down the street playing with a fire hydrant. Woo!
Yeah, it's good stuff, man. Yeah. Anyway, it says, hey, skyscraper and brownstone on episode 2663. You guys spoke about how in the Great Depression, people were jumping out of buildings, and you just don't hear about that anymore. I am not sure that this is the reason, but now it is rare to find a business tower with operable windows, and if they do, those windows have regulators so that the windows don't allow physical bodies to squeeze through them. Residential towers do have balconies, and but actual business towers don't. At least in Canada, they do not, but I am fairly certain America designs like this as well, says Danny from Canada.
For sure.
So we have, I guess, since the 20s, we have worked on our buildings to make them less jump-offable. I don't know.
How much do we think that the fact that people can't open their office windows is the reason more people don't jump out of them as a factor of why that doesn't happen as much?
Yeah. And do those?
I like to think of is the Shawshank, not Shawshank Redemption, the Hudsucker Proxy, when Durning runs down the table to jump out the window, and they've installed new shatterproof windows, and he just like. I
love
think that was
that.
Charles. No, it wasn't Charles Durning. Charles Durning was the one who did succeed in jumping out the window. But
Charles Durning was, he was the boss. He was Hudsucker Senior.
He was Hudsucker, right? Yeah.
And then he
was another one of the.
And he got out and had a whole ghost moment or something. What the hell happened there?
Exactly. Because doesn't Tim Robbins also jump out and then he's hovering down with the ghost of Charles Durning and somehow survives it to change his
I can't remember either.
I need to watch that movie again. That's another that might be one of my favorite Coen Brothers movies, and I haven't seen it in forever.
It's up there for me. That would be I think that one's sackable. It's good. It's a good movie, but it's sackable.
It's a good sackable one, yeah.
Yeah, we should watch it. Yeah. 1994 that came out, I think.
Jeez, yeah. So let's see. I mean, do I put that above? I put it above Raising Arizona.
Oh wow, that's a big. That's high praise.
I love Hudsucker Proxy. So many great little side jokes. I think Jennifer Jason Leigh doing the Muncie accent. It gets a little distracting, but she pulls it off.
Yeah, but
Muncie girl.
Bruce Campbell in there is great though. He's freaking great.
Oh my God, as her co-worker, her
he just makes
co-writer or whatever.
He makes all those scenes just pop.
I forgot. Yeah, totally does, because he does that whole style, that Atlantic. Mid-Atlantic accent as well.
I feel like I'm more partial. So I think you have to divide them into two categories, because you can take the Coen brothers for their really serious stuff, which is also quirky and weird, but then they have their more comedic stuff. If you break those apart, I have very different lists. Because for me, things like Fargo, No Country for Old Men, True Grit, Blood Simple, they're all amazing. Miller's Crossing's incredible. But then if you take the goofy stuff or the less serious stuff, I would probably. Boy, you really got me thinking. Hudsucker's really good.
Yeah.
You know what? I think maybe that's at the top of my funny list. Raising Arizona, just below that.
Wow. Okay.
You know what? Big Lebowski. First.
Big Lebowski. Damn it! Yeah, I forgot about Lebowski.
Shit.
Shoot, I think Lebowski wins by a hair, man.
Yeah, No Brother Where Art Thou was probably second for me. Oh, that's a hard call.
Oh, really? So for me now. Okay, so now here's the list for me. It's Big Lebowski by a nose.
Yeah.
New shit has come to light. Thank you, Tally. New shit, man, has come to light. The rug really tied the room together. All right. So Big Lebowski, Hudsucker Proxy, Raising Arizona, Oh Brother Where Art Thou? And that is like, those all fit in what I would consider like the number one slot of, they're all really good, but that would be the order I put them. And then, further down, you get the other ones.
Yeah. And there's no gap. There's no giant gap between each of those.
There's no giant gap between any of those four. And then, No Country for Old Men. As far as the serious side of things, damn, that's a really, hard to beat one for the serious side of the Coen brothers.
Yeah. I mean, even at their least popular, like Lady Killers or what was it, Intolerable Cruelty or something, I still enjoy those.
Oh, did I get hearts? Did I do the?
Oh yeah, you did. Look at that. You got hearts.
Right there.
Yeah.
Oh, watch this. I'm gonna throw up hearts. Ready?
Yeah. There you go. Oh, look at those floating hearts. Mine won't do it because I turned it off, I think. Yeah.
Oh, bummer.
Well, it was too distracting. I'd be like on DTNS and doing things, and it'd be like. And Tom's just too damn professional. I can't be doing that on his show.
You can't do that on DTNS. Yeah.
The most goofy he gets is right here. So
Great.
Let's see. There's one other thing I wanted to read here. Oh, I know what it is. It is to tell people a reminder. We'll let Brian do it because it's a big weekend for Brian. You're gonna have your feet locked into a thing. You're gonna have a chain whipping around.
Right.
You're gonna have chode butter. Tell people one more time.
I hope I don't have a chain whipping around. But yeah, this is it. Last regular episode. We have a couch party tomorrow, but last regular episode before the MS 150 coming up. I'll be in 48 hours. I will be 3 hours in, 3 hours and 15 minutes into the ride. Holy crap. And hopefully, geez, I'm trying to think of, it's like usually about 40 miles in is the lunch stop. And like usually end up eating lunch at about like 10:30. It's like so early. But I mean, you're getting up at, 5 a.m. to do this thing. But yeah, the 75 miles up, 75 miles back on Sunday. Listen, I ride my ride. It's as I tell Scott, not a race. I ride my ride. It is my goal is always to make it to the next stop and then go from there. And you don't think of it as one big ride. You think of it as a bunch of little small rides, and you just ride what you can do. There's still time to donate. Tiny.cc/bike Coverville 2024. Jeannie's put it into the live show here, but for you listeners out there, tiny.cc/bike Coverville 2024. If you still want to donate, it's a great cause. It's to raise money for MS research and finding a cure. I think in our lifetimes we will actually see a cure for MS. It seems like they're that close. There are so many strides being taken every year in MS research, and I think we're close.
That's good.
So
get that thing, take that thing down, man. Wrestle it to the ground and beat the shit out of it. That'd be great.
Exactly. So wish me luck, everybody, and I'll pop into Discord, into the audio chat when I can, and see if anybody's in there. The problem is that I can't listen to my music and do that at the same time, and music just helps me focus on something that I'm not thinking about what parts of me might be hurting or sore or whatever. Like I could just sit there and listen to Muse or Sparks.
I was going to ask you if you had a preference for this ride. Are you going to do any music?
Yeah, I'm going to do my Muse playlist is the last 2 hours. It's just the stretch is all Muse, and it's all that dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
And then this album right here, Sparks #1 in Heaven, is all kind of Sparks disco, but like the not Giorgio Moroder. Who's the guy that did the Daft Punk album?
Weekend?
It was Giorgio Moroder, right?
You're not the Weekend. You don't mean that one.
No, the Daft Punk album.
I thought you meant the one they did with The Weeknd. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I don't know why that didn't sound right, but Giorgio Moroder, like a Giorgio Moroder influenced disco. So that playlist then will go into from Sparks into stuff like Blondie's Atomic and Daft Punk and stuff like that. I'm planning on listening to podcasts during the long stretch, catching up on my 500 by Midnight Las Vegas podcast. It's twice in a week that I've mentioned those guys. But sometimes listening to talking for me distracts me from what I'm doing. So some comedy stuff, Comedy Bang Bang, things like that'll get me through. So
nice.
Yeah. The great thing is that thanks to Nick, I know he's listening. I've got this little ride computer he's lending me because I popped the cherry on the other one, and I can let that thing do all the heavy lifting of tracking my ride and metrics and all that sort of thing, while I let my phone do all the entertaining.
Nice. Well, there you have it. I can't wait to hear on the other side how this all went.
Me too.
Let's do a little bit of news before we run out of time this morning. I think we got time. Let's do this right here. It's time for the news brought to you by
Coverville and some trivia. First off, Coverville. No Coverville today. No Guess the Connection tomorrow. Too much going on with training and then prep for the ride. I got to do another full cleaning on my chain, even though Nick and I did that a week and a half ago. I just want to have everything as smooth and clean and no drag, no nothing. So I will be doing that, and then doing another long ride today, 25.5 miles today.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Nice.
So next week back to it with Coverville and Guess the Connection, which means you've got an extra week to figure out what the connection is in the songs I played.
That's right.
Second thing is trivia from Scott, who writes, in which year did the Beatles hold all 5 top positions on the Billboard Hot 100 chart in the USA?
Yep. This one's you get multiple choice here. You got 1963, 64, 65, or 66. Are your
right?
options.
All right. So 64 was when they came to America and really blew up.
Mhm.
But they were releasing singles piecemeal then, so it was like I Want to Hold Your Hand and Love Me Do and stuff like that. I want to say it was later, and I want to say it was either 65 or 66, and I'm going to go with 66.
Is it 66? 64 is correct.
64 really was. Okay, so the year they came and stormed, like the Ed Sullivan Show and all that stuff. Interesting.
It was a lot all at once for those guys. You know?
So I Want to Hold Your Hand was one of those 5 then, probably.
Must have been. That and
And Please Please Me and Love Me Do. And
Me Do. Yep. And what was the one? What's the one Ferris Bueller does on the car? Or on the
Twist
float?
and Shout?
Twist and Shout. Was that then?
No, probably not.
I can never remember when that one came out.
I'm going to pull it out and pull up the list here. Can't Buy Me Love. You're absolutely right. Twist and Shout. I did not think that was at around the same time, but yeah. Can't Buy Me Love, Twist and Shout, She Loves You, I Want to Hold Your Hand, Please Please Me.
And those were the 4 top.
Those were the 4. And I saw her Standing There, From Me to You, Do You Want to Know a Secret, All My Loving, Can't Do That, Roll Over Beethoven, and Thank You Girl. Still in the top 100 alongside those top 5. That's crazy.
That is a hell of a thing they did there.
Yeah, Twist and Shout, the cover, Isley Brothers believe was the original. And I did not think that was as big a hit for him as some of these other ones. I would have thought I Saw Her Standing There was up in this 5 group.
Yeah, that stuff. It's funny though. That is all that stuff I think of from that era though. That kind of 50s inspired, not doo-wop, but whatever. It's not what they would become, right?
Right, exactly.
In very short order, like people forget the Beatles were only the Beatles for what, 10 years? Really?
9 years, 100 songs, and how much of a lasting influence they've had on American music or pop music in general, not just American music, but pop music and the British invasion and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Herman's Hermits and the Dave Clark 5, and well, the Dave Clark 5 came out around the same time, but still.
But that's a name that's eternal. It's like Elvis. It's like any other. Think of a name that just lasts forever in music. This is they're probably number 1. Right? Mm-hmm. They're the Mickey Mouse of bands in recognition. Everybody knows.
They really are. Yeah. The gold standard. And whether you like the Beatles or not, I mean, you have to concede that they were a huge influence on pop music. So the one of the shows I was listening to was the interview David Spade and Dana Carvey did with Paul Rudd. And Carvey and Rudd, both massive Beatles fans, and talk about the trivia behind it and the meanings behind some of the songs. And then when they got to meet Paul McCartney because of SNL, how gobsmacked they were, with all that stuff going on. But also, oh dude, how am I forgetting his name? Portlandia. Fred Armisen. Fred Armisen, also a huge Beatles fan as well. Yeah. And during one of the first meetings or dinners during SNL, when Paul Rudd was going to be host, Fred Armisen starts talking about the Beatles, and Paul Rudd completely without giving out a bit, without making it look like a bit, is like, Beatles. So all right, so what album do you think I should start with listening to those guys to kind of get a feel of what their music is like? and now it's a running joke between the two of them when they talk. It's like, all right, so Beatles, like, would you say, should I listen to, I don't know, like just go to the greatest hits, or is there an album you think I should start with those guys
That's great. That's great. Like you're talking about some new band that nobody's heard of.
Right, some indie band like, I love where do I check out this Young the Giant?
Yeah. By the way, I'll say something for Dana Carvey and the other guy. Spade.
Yeah.
David Spade.
Yeah.
They have improved their ability to not constantly talk over the guests. They're doing better.
They really have. Yeah. The more recent interviews are great.
I think they were probably told this, or somebody, their production team was like, guys, you gotta let these guys talk. It can't just always be you going, oh yeah, that reminds me of '93 when Hartman did it. It's like, no, let the guy talk, and they are doing it. I'm impressed. It's better.
I think when you're so used to doing stand up and having to carry a show solo and feel like you've got to fill every open second, you don't initially know to let the room breathe, and let the guest talk, and let people answer. Yeah. And there's a real skill to it. You see people like Conan O'Brien's extremely good at this in his interviews. He's very good at getting people comfortable very quickly and letting them control the conversation. And I wish more interviewers were like that. These guys are getting close. Yeah. They're good. They're really getting close. Yeah.
Here's a story for you about doorbell cameras. We all have some sort of that thing going on these days. Most of us do. A lot of us do. I'm going to guess Jeannie will now say she doesn't. Let's see if we can get it.
Jeannie's going to say, I don't want to know what people are doing on my doorstep. I don't have one of those.
Yeah, just for whatever reason, I just feel like that's coming, but we'll watch and see. I'm going to have it up so I can see it if she says something. All right. So this is a doorbell camera story. It captured two thieves. I love the word jockeying. Two thieves jockeying for the same package at a Berks County home. So basically, both porch pirates, both trying to do that. There it is. I have not Ring camera, no connection to internet.
Oh, I have a not Ring camera.
What does that mean? Like just a regular camera?
I have a not Ring camera, no connection to internet. Okay, so
I thought that was her way of saying, not. I don't know, like Ring camera, not that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. I have Wise, and they're connected to, that's internet connected, right?
Like you can be anywhere and look and see. Oh yeah, Wise tells you there's somebody on your doorstep. Yeah,
I like my Wise setup. I have a pretty good deal.
I have a Wise setup in the print room, so I can see when something's done printing, but also when I'm out on the road, and I'm like, I'm just gonna check. Yeah, okay. Nobody. That's where people probably would break in. That room, or that's where they'd steal stuff from. So
yeah, that's a good point. You can make them pretty local if you do it right. But I just like the flexibility with them. I'm not locked into some weird, very specific scenario. I can kind of move shit around and do whatever I want. I like that. Modularity. Well, anyway,
Jockularity.
It was good. You got my reference though. The master.
I got your reference. Yeah,
nicely done. Deep cut. Ask your parents. Let's see. Police are investigating a bizarre package theft that happened Wednesday in Lower Heidelberg Township. This is in Philly, by the way.
Oh, I thought it was in Germany.
It sounds a little like it, right? Probably some Germans live there.
There's a German college called Heidelberg, I believe.
It says where a doorbell camera showed two men race to steal a box just moments after a FedEx delivery left the box outside the house. The video comes from a house in the small Berks County community, about 70 miles northwest of Philadelphia. The delivery driver is seen placing the package on the home's front landing. Within seconds, two men spring from separate cars on the street outside the house and rush to get the package. And no, Lieutenant Yar. I don't know why I was doing it in that voice. One of the men leaps over a hedge. That's cool. Is there a video of this? I didn't look.
God, there's gotta be. This is insane.
Hold on, let's look.
This guy at this house must get some really good stuff if these guys are like fighting over the package that gets delivered.
Video, it's linked. Is it? It's Facebook. Oh, yeah. Okay. There's a link down kind of embedded in the article that's just off to Facebook, but let's see how this looks, everybody. So here we go. See if we can get some audio from it even. All right, here comes the FedEx guy. It's a nice neighborhood. I see some 2-3 car garages. Oh, they got a smudge in the middle of this, so it would drive me crazy. Right in the middle of that camera. Get out there.
God.
Oh, look at these two. Holy shit. Wow. Where's the FedEx guy now?
FedEx guy's barely... Look at this. Jeez Louise.
Unbelievable, man. I don't know what I expected. I guess that was way... I thought this would be like at night on a blurry camera. They'd be wearing something on their heads or something. Well, I guess they are, but I didn't... Is it fake, the chat says? Fake video is fake. Why do you say that, Dr. Calhoun? Because the police are looking for the guy. How do you know it's fake?
Yeah.
I think that's easy. That's maybe a little too easy to say. Jeannie says staged. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, this doesn't look well choreographed enough to be staged.
No, they looked pissed. It says here they tried to run the box.
The flower pot to defend himself is like all of a sudden.
It says Kevin Lara, the man who posted the video on Facebook, said the stolen package contained cell phones he had ordered from AT&T. The poor FedEx driver looked scared, not really worried about the phones, but what if this guy would have hurt one of my family members? Is this what the world has come to? Also, how did they find out these phones were being delivered? Something fishy is going on here. I'm sure he may have faked it. I don't know.
Oh, here's let's see. So here's the Reddit post.
It's not AI though, Chad. Let's not get too crazy.
It's definitely not AI.
Let's not get crazy.
I'm just looking to see if there's a link to say. Let's see.
I mean, this goes pretty far to explain where we are as a society, though. Everything must be fake.
Berks Regional News with the police looking for these guys.
And if he did this and he's got police involved, he is now in huge trouble if he faked it. Yeah, so you can't do that. You can, but you'll go to jail if you do that kind of shit. So
yeah, exactly.
I don't know what. I mean, these guys. He punched him.
Yeah, this is. I'm curious as to how somebody thinks this is. Like what information they have that says this is fake. If you show me proof or something that says, yeah, here's how you can tell it's fake, or here's one of the guys admitting that it was a setup. Yeah. But yeah, you see this on Reddit, and it's really just people saying fake. Driver pretended to take photo and didn't even flinch at the sight of them or the sound of them fighting.
Driver took a photo. What?
Yeah, well, the driver takes the photo because he left the package to prove that he took it. If I'm a driver dropping packages off, I am not getting involved if I see two guys fist fighting and picking up flower pots to attack each other
Yeah, actually, watch this driver very closely. I think Brian's onto something. Like people can say that, but look. And by the way, Reddit sleuthing, boy, that's worked out in the past, hasn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
We didn't completely ruin the life of fake suspects for the marathon bombing some years ago. Remember that? Holy shit! I'll never forget how bad Reddit got that shit. That was so bad. But anyway, look. So watch what he does. He goes up to the thing. He's got his nice, older gentleman, works for Fed, takes a picture, walks away. They're not even out of their car yet. Now they're out of their cars. He exits now he stops, hesitates, sees them scuffling, and gets the F out of there.
Exactly. He's like, "Yep, I'm not paid enough for this."
I'll just say this: I think a healthy skepticism about everything you see is important, but I think sometimes you do yourself a disservice by discounting everything as fake out there. So
yeah,
I'm just saying.
And he even backs up to let them get out around him because they're going to continue that fight to the next stop probably.
Yeah, he doesn't get paid. He's not paid for this. He doesn't get to there's no benefit for him hanging around or trying to fight for somebody's package. I'd get the F out of there too.
Exactly. Now that said, I'm open-minded enough to say that all right, if somebody does find some proof that this is fake, I'm open to hearing that and send proof. But
not only that, I want to hear a follow-up because again, the police are involved, and when you involve the police and if you faked that is massive crime.
Yeah, for sure.
You can't do that. So then that person will go to jail, and that's how this will all end up in the end.
Exactly.
Here's one more story before we start to close things out. Arizona firefighters rescue a toddler trapped in a Tesla with a dead battery. Boy, this is gnarly. I thought we talked about this, but this was a whole fake story. Moving on. Pet donkey disappeared from California 5 years ago. But fake. No, this one just happened. A grandmother in Arizona spreading the word about a dangerous design flaw in the popular electric vehicle. We had something similar to this with somebody who was waiting for an update and got trapped in their car. This is different than that.
This was different. They were, some TikTok person that just was told that if you try to open the door while the update was going on, it could brick your system or something.
Something like that.
Using the manual deal. Yeah.
Yeah. The deal with these cars is they there's a lot of automation, so it's stuff you have to worry about. But anyway, Renee Sanchez says her Tesla's battery died and she was not able to open the door with her 20-month-old granddaughter locked inside. I thought they had a little backup battery in there, like a little. I
would assume so, or just that you should be able to manually open the door, right, with a key or something.
Well, and that's the part some of these cars need. Like, they want to get super futuristic, and I'm like, it's not just Tesla. Like, give me door handles I can open. Just give me door handles. Yeah. I don't need it to go and like I don't need it.
Disappear, or handprint on the side of the car for it to open the door. Yeah.
I know we're in the mode right now where all these electrics need to be, somehow match some sort of science fiction aesthetic. Yes. And I appreciate that from someone who appreciates a good science fiction aesthetic, but from a practicality standpoint and also a moving parts, what can break kind of standpoint, just give me things that we know work and have always worked. I don't need, I sound like an old guy, but I don't need that. I don't need that thrill. The first time I see that little handle do that, I go, "Ooh." The next time I see it, I go, "Okay." And the third time I see it, I'm like, "Just be a normal handle. What are we doing?" Anyway, toddler. I was going to take this toddler to the zoo, but she could not get in the car. This is in Arizona, so you got to,
Oh God,
it's freaking hot. Arizona firefighters rescued the toddler. It says here, when they got here, the first thing they said was, "Ugh." Okay, can I just say something real quick to our friend Jeff? Jeff Sire and everyone else who thinks that I have some kind of stick up my butt about actual Tesla cars. I don't, by the way.
Yeah.
But
love the car. Hate the founder or the CEO or whatever he is. What a board member he is now.
Well, all of that aside, I just want you guys out there to know this is the article talking, not me.
Oh,
okay?
Oh, yes, right. Yeah, that's right. This is I see what you're saying.
This is definitely not me saying the words I'm about to say. So it says here, when they got there, the first thing they says, "Ugh, it's a Tesla," says Sanchez. "We can't get in these cars." And I say, I don't care if you have to cut the car in half, get her out. All right, so all of that was someone else saying that, not me saying that. All right? I just don't, I have, especially in Jeff's case, he's a friend. I like Jeff. I trust Jeff to save me from a car. That's the kind of relationship I have with Jeff. But I just want Jeff to know, because he loves the Tesla.
It does, yes.
I just want him to know these were not my words about, the cops said, "Ugh, it's a Tesla," not me.
Exactly, right.
All right? Okay. Anyway, she was okay for the first few minutes, but as soon as the firemen came and all the commotion started, the kid got real freaked out. They had to break a window. The kid started panicking, and it's kind of sad. But they got her out. Everything's good. We did not cook a child.
There's a small part of me that wonders if she left the car with the air conditioning running while she went into the convenience store to get a pack of smokes, instead of it being like, "I closed my door, I went around the car to get on the other side, and the battery's dead, and I couldn't get in." I mean, obviously, it'd be pretty easy to prove if there was video footage or something.
Sure.
So
I'll tell you what, though. Here's the thing I do like about the thing I really like about a Tesla. I like Teslas because the industry got fire under its belly to get going on EVs. So without them and their pioneering in the space, you wouldn't have these other options popping up so quick. We wouldn't be looking forward to a new EV from Kia or Hyundai or BMW or whoever. I just heard today that Volkswagen threw a ton of money at Rivian for some joint project. There's stuff hopping and popping. Sales are up overall. They're a little lower on Tesla's side, but part of that is this competition, right? But it's good for this business for there to be competition, to be choices, to be price competitiveness, and that's great. And I credit them for sparking it. They absolutely deserve the credit for it. So I'm just hedging my bets. I don't want people yelling at me. That's all. I'm trying to have a day, right? I want a day. Can I have a day?
Well, yeah.
I just want
to have a day. Today's not that day. By the way, we didn't set up our microphone, Scott, to mute when the other one was talking for today's episode. No studio audience.
That's right. We didn't do it. We need a 7-minute delay. 7-second delay?
7-second delay.
Second delay, yeah. All we have is a microsecond delay. unfortunately. Sorry, everyone. That is going to do it for today's news, and we're going to take our leave. Yes, that's right. You heard me. It's you heard me. It's the end of the show. It's early today. I got a meeting I got to go to, but we are not going to leave without telling you the following thing. There's a bunch of content coming your way. Brian said no Coverville, but don't worry. Today we'll have content. We have Core at 5 o'clock this afternoon. At some point, a skim between now and Sunday. Kim and I are working it out. She got her second shingle shot yesterday, and she's kind of a mess today, so I don't know if today will be it.
Oh, poor Kim.
I know, but...
Make her some food, Scott. Make her something to eat.
I did last night. I'll do it again today.
Oh, what did you make her last night?
I made her... I don't know if you've heard of this. It's called a Wendy single combo meal.
Oh, that's great. Yes.
Yeah, I feel like I've come a long way in my culinary...
No, I made her a trip to Wendy's.
I did. That's literally what I did last night. But today, I think I might try to make her. We have makings for like salads and things. I think I can probably help out there. We got a couple of hot dogs. I could do some weird shit if she's into it. We'll see. Anyway.
Tina bought these. So, the bag of salad I really like?
Yeah.
They now make single serving ones. So if it's just me, I don't feel like I'm wasting salad or that I feel like I have to eat the entire bag. It's just like one single serving, cut it open, dump it into a bowl, add the stuff, mix it up, and you've got yourself a really good salad.
You're in Fat City. That sounds really good.
City.
Skinny anyway. City, I guess, right? Thinner skin.
Skinny City is really what I'm heading to after the fat weekend of cookie bars and blueberry scones and stuff from,
We built this skinny. That's good.
Very good. Not bad at all.
Anyway, so that's a thing to watch for. Well, I don't know when we'll record it, but we have court tonight at 5 p.m. We have tomorrow morning. Are we doing it early? We're doing it early.
We could do it early. You want to do it early?
Well, I can't remember if you needed it or not.
I don't need to do it early. We could do it regular time. We could do it early.
Let's do regular time because that'll give me a chance to grab breakfast with Kim or something.
Perfect.
She's feeling better.
Sounds good.
All right. So tomorrow, couch party, normal time, 10 a.m. Mountain Time. We are going
part 2 of Serenity.
Serenity.
Yeah.
Love that movie. Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah. So normally this would be a play date, but we're going to push play date to, I guess, to July 5th.
Yeah.
Day
be
after,
all right.
Yeah.
Be fine with me.
That'd be good.
Anyway, so that'll be tomorrow morning for you patrons. Please come and do that. Play Retro tomorrow afternoon, 1:30 Mountain Time, me and Dunaway. And looking forward to that. Bubble Bobble on the table. Love that game. And also Film Sack this weekend. To answer somebody in the chat, I don't know who said it, but is there a Film Sack this weekend? 100% there is. There will
betcha.
be. Yeah. In fact,
round table on soundtrack movies.
That's right. We may have already recorded said podcast.
We may have, because one of us is going to be on a bike.
Yep, that's how you know. But people like these round tables, so it works out real good.
Yeah, I do too. They're fun.
Yeah,
and I don't have to write a song for them, which
that's
is
right.
also really nice.
Take a nice little break, Brian. Every other week in a row is how that doesn't sound right the way I'm saying it. Anyway.
Every other weekend.
That'll be this weekend. Can't wait to hear feedback on that, and probably a diary or two. Lots of content. No reason not to keep tuned in. So check it all out at frogpants.com/podcast, and of course coverville.com for all your Coverville needs. That is going to do it for us. Frogpants.com/TMS is our website. Find it, use it, revel in it. All right.
Live it, love it.
Live it and love it. That is it for us, Brian. Let's play a song. One song today. What is it going to be?
One song. If I only could do one song, then this is the one song I'm going to do. TMS Mashups, Jamie wrote in and said, "Hey, Snort and Blort, I know you haven't heard from much of me as of late. Life has definitely been a roller coaster ride for me. I underwent a transformation, leaving my marriage and finding a new version of myself in this new relationship, both as a partner and as a father. I would like a song that takes on an entirely new identity from the original, where the two are so insanely different. A metaphor of my new positive outlook on life. Thanks for all that both of you do. Frog Pants will always be my second family. Much love to you both. The OG loved the show, though. Jamie, TMS Mashups." Awesome, Jamie, and always great to hear from you, and hope and good to hear you're doing well. He further said, "I leave it in your capable hands as long as it's in the realm of EDM." And he says, "I love something in the style of Jake Scott, Forrest Black, or Teddy Swims." Well, dude, in the style of Teddy Swims, you know who does a great Teddy Swims? Teddy Swims.
Oh.
And you know what Teddy Swims does? A great cover of Blinding Lights by The Weeknd.
What?
So let's do that. This is a single that he released in 2020, and it It slaps, as the kids would say. It's fire.
It's fire.
Hello, fellow teenagers.
It's definitely not Ohio, right? Ohio means bad or terrible. I heard that the other day.
Oh, really? Is that a new one?
Yeah.
Kids say less.
They'd say things like, "Oh man, your car is totally Ohio," and that means it's garbage.
Really?
Yeah. I think that's not cool. I don't like it at all. It's stereotypic. I don't like it. But the kids are doing it, and if something's good, it's Riz, and if it's bad, it's Ohio, and that's stupid. Anyway.
Jeez. Okay.
We judge them, Brian. We judge them. I judge them.
We should. Skibbity Ohio Riz.
Yeah. Yep. That sounds about right.
I learned there was a thing. What is Riz short for? It's like
it's charisma. So it's
charisma, right? Yes.
So if you're like super rizzed up, it means you're like looking good. You look great.
That's right.
And then if you
say, got that one right during trivia a couple of weeks ago because we pieced it out. We figured out, all right, Riz. It's probably not respect.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah. I just hope nobody in their D&D games are swapping the word charisma score out for their Riz score.
Do a Riz check. Roll 17 or higher on a Riz check.
Yeah, but the skibbity thing I was confused about until I looked it up, and it's just this series of animated toilet videos. And so when someone says skibbity toilet, they mean...
You had me at animated toilet videos.
You got to see them. They're so weird. Anyway, when you get a minute, just search for skibbity toilet on YouTube. You'll be shocked.
Okay.
What's going on there?
Great.
Anyway.
All right. Anyway.
Good job, kids.
Let's play this. Teddy Swims and his amazing cover of the weekends, Blinding Lights.
Awesome. That'll be it for us. We'll see you guys on Monday for another TMS. We'll see you then.
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network. Yes. Get more at frogpants.com.
Angus! It's Paul Giamatti yelling Angus.
Gotcha. Okay.
In that movie, The Holdovers, which I loved so much.
Oh, I love that. So it must be Skibbity Toilet 75, which has 18 million views. Apparently that's the one I need to watch.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Queuing it up to watch after we do titles and stuff.
It's so weird. Everything about it. Whatever. There's been weird things all through history. This is a weird one, though.
Yeah. All right.
Brian, I think time for titles. You know,
which candidate is going to use the term "skibbity toilet" during the debate tonight?
If I had to guess, so all right, this is a fun bet because neither will. But if I had to, but if you had to say who could or would,
yeah,
that's got to be a Biden thing.
I would think it's Biden. It would be accidental.
Yeah.
Oh, skibbity toilet.
Toilet.
Oh, come on, we gotta get the economy back in order. Skibbity toilet.
Yeah. So okay. How about who would say
skibbity toilet? Oh, folks.
See, I feel like Riz would come out of Trump's mouth. He'd say Riz. Don't you think?
My life is very Riz.
Yeah. I know there is.
I've been told I have a lot of Riz.
There's nothing Ohio about my life. Freaking Ohio. That's not fair. There's so many cool towns in Ohio.
I know. Yeah.
I don't like it.
But then there's also Cleveland.
Yeah. And I am not, by the way, 100% without fail, not watching that debate tonight. I cannot put myself through it. I can't do it. I don't have the. I don't have the skin for it.
You know your limits. I'm watching it because with people, with the polls currently saying that there's a slight edge. I just want to know what if worst comes to worst and something bad happens in November. I want to know what I'm in for 4 years.
Sure.
So I can start buying a home in England.
the home, it's your heritage home. You could go back there, right?
I could, exactly. Yeah. I feel like I've got an automatic pass. Yeah,
they forgive you when you come back to England. They're like,
I
know you guys rebelled and left, but come on in.
Your dad may have left, but we'll let you come back. All right,
that's fine.
Anyway,
title time.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you for not wanting to watch.
I just know it'll all be nonsense, and then. And plus, polls mean nothing to me. Like that's part of the reason. Like last time, he claimed a win when there was no wins because because polls are people who answer their phone. Who do you know that do that, Brian, from an anonymous number?
Not me.
The people that would do that are going to vote very different than me. You know what I mean?
It's so true. You know what? I like that. I like that. That does make me feel better. That's a very good point.
Got to remember.
When Vegas, I did watch John Oliver's segment on Trump's second term and the whole Project 2025 thing. I made the mistake of watching that right before bed, and and I slept like shit that
Yeah,
night. So
2025 is some real horse shit, man.
golly, yeah, some scary crap.
I don't like it.
Anyway, hey, let's do two guys, a package, and a ring camera.
I like it.
Love it.
That's a good one. No Chris Brown, no Cooch, and no Lieutenant Yar.
Fantastic.
Let's
Macho
see.
Humming Man. I want to move the garbage cans. I'm sure that's a Taylor Swift song.
Yeah, I don't know how you sing that.
I am sci-fi. Tell me what song it is. I'll listen to it really quick, and we'll put
Oh,
it
I
in
know. Macho Humming Man. I want to move the garbage
the
cans.
garbage can. Yeah, okay.
It hit me just
Gotcha.
as I was looking at it. Wife likes normal speed. Yeah, she does.
Short rebutter the chode.
Yeah?
I do. I got my tube. I'll be taking it.
I like Neighbor Man, cool, manly, and convincing, says Jay Funktastic.
Spice Moms.
That's good. Let's
TMS
see.
is snot for everyone.
Yeah.
Good job, Rainbow Bright.
Let's see. Not a Swifty.
Less jump outable. And also glass recognition drinking problem.
That's
also
pretty
really
good. I also like Modularity Jockularity. Good one, Moose.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a good one. We need, let's see.
Fake title.
5.
I hear you, baby. Dragging those cans. Also not a Taylor Swift song, but I like that too.
That's good. Boogers and all. It's good.
The Scott abides.
Yeah,
I don't
he
know
does.
about you, but I take comfort in that.
Throwing up hearts. I like that. And we need one more. We had no guests, so.
I, Scott Johnson, hate Teslas and people who drive them. I'm not going to select them.
No,
It's
I
hilarious. Dr.
refuse
Keller.
to say it. I won't do it. I don't.
No,
I want to make
No
this
Wendy,
very clear.
but Wendy's combo meal.
Yeah, that's good. I really want to make this clear. I honestly, truly have no problem with Teslas. They're the brilliant engineers that work there, the EV movement in general. This is not my problem. I think Elon Musk is a piece of human shit, but that's nothing to do with these cars. He barely pops in there. He just annoys them mostly. Oh, don't tell Jeff that. He'll have something to say.
All right, we got our 16. And I think the no Wendy, but Wendy's combo meal and more on this episode of TMS.
Oh, totally. Yeah, we use it like she was here but not. I really liked what was it? Modularity Jockularity. I really liked. What do you think of that for a title?
Yeah, Modularity Jockularity. I love it.
Moose, you did it again, buddy. You know, he doesn't submit a ton of stuff, but when he does, it's special.
Special.
Any of you Utah live stream folks go to Wheeler Farm? I would like to recommend Wheeler Farm. Oh, Showbot is not letting me export. What happened?
Oh, no.
Oh. Okay, it worked that time. I won't even report that to BioCow because I think it was a one-off. That was very strange.
All right. Okay.
Anyway, Wheeler Farm is awesome. If you've not been there lately, you should go. It's beautiful. Tons of shade in the hot summer. They have the most amazing weekend farmers markets in there. It is awesome. And the stuff that Brian was talking about some time ago about that place you go in the Halloween and you ride a
Oh, yeah, the pumpkin farms, the whatchamacallit.
yeah.
Yeah.
They got a bunch of shit like that in there.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really
I
cool.
need to keep an eye on that because when things go on sale for our local pumpkin farms place, I got to snag a fire pit on a Friday night for Tadpole meetup.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Well, that sounds like a blast.
Oh my God, it's such a good time.
All right, let's see. I just got to order these real quick, and then we're good.
Cool.
Let's see. And Wendy, and what else? I want you to say this, so I'm going to put it. Well, I'll just leave it there because it's already where you would say it.
Okay.
And let's see. What else we got? I don't think anything else.
Thank you, bunch of donors. September. Oh, my dad just donated. Oh, my God. Don't tell me my dad listens to this. Oh, jeez.
Maybe he just had him. Maybe he does. Maybe he's listening right now.
Maybe he does. Oh, he probably saw my my Threads post, which I think goes to Instagram too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think?
You can set it to, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's the other way around. I don't remember.
Maybe it is the other way around. I can never remember.
I know that now. I kind of like it's convenient if you're okay with the ecosystem, but I can post to Instagram and then like if I'm doing a comic or something, and it will go to Instagram, Threads, and Facebook all at once. I don't have to think about it, and I like that.
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, more of that, please.
More.
That's how they'll win their little
More,
fight.
please.
Okay, here we go. Let's do this read, and it is a Brian read today.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so neighbor man. There's a weird little
Do we have a glitch?
thing there. A little glitch in neighbor man, but I think I can figure it out. Neighbor man, cool, manly, convincing. Okay. Do you not see it on yours? That's weird.
Oh,
Yeah,
like neighbor mana almost.
Yeah, neighbor mana.
What the hell happened there? That's another one of those. Unique...
Oh, dude, no, J Funktastic, don't worry about it. Like, it's only, if you can donate, you want to donate, but gosh, no pressure. You guys are.
Zero. Nobody feel bad. No.
Yeah. You guys give me so much support verbally with like the Brian, you can do this thing, you can do this right. That's all I need. So
yeah, not only that, like a lot of you gave to the Wabbit Magic Fund thing that we did and all that stuff. Like you're all good. Everybody here is a generous, awesome soul.
Exactly.
And
but okay, so you ride there's a hayride, but there's also a ride where you shoot zombies with paint pellets. Sorry. He was complaining that you didn't give enough information about what you ride at the pumpkin farms.
Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't. But in your case, did they have that? You could shoot zombies?
Yeah, they have a.
That's right.
So it's basically you go back and forth through a cornfield, or not back and forth, but like wind around through a cornfield, and there are people dressed as zombies with like body armor that walk towards the ride, and they have mounted paint guns mounted to the side of this thing, and you just go.
So wait, do they do like face masks and like a helmet or something?
Yeah,
Okay.
they are fully covered.
That sounds like
and then
so
there are
much
also
fun.
dummies that are standing, and so you can't really tell when you pull up which ones are the real ones and which one are the dummies until they start moving. It's like, oh, that one.
I want to do that.
It's so great. It's such a good time.
Don't think Wheeler has that. All right, here comes the read. Brian, I'll count you in here. In 3, 2, 1.
TMS is like a cool rocket heading for the stars. We can fit every single one of our patrons on this rocket too. And we have even more room right now. So join up at patreon.com/TMS today. Coming up on the morning stream, 2 guys, a package, and a Ring camera.
No Chris Brown, no Cooch, and no Lieutenant Yar!
Wife likes normal speed.
Neighbor man, cool, manly, and convincing.
Spice Moms.
Rebutter the Chode.
TMS is Snot for everyone.
Less jump outable.
Glass recognition drinking problems.
So not a Swifty?
Fake title.
Boogers and all.
The Scott abides. I don't know about you, but I take comfort in that.
Throwing up hearts.
No, Wendy, but Wendy's combo meal and more on this episode of The Morning Stream.
That was good. Oh, we did it. So you're off to just ride. That's your next big bit of business. Oh, we got to do a
ride
photo.
Today, no ride tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll do the bike cleaning and all that stuff after couch party. But today is a good 2.5 hour ride, 2 hour ride, about 25 miles.
Sounds all right.
Yeah. That's the big, I call it the big loop. I go all the way down the Clear Creek. So the ride down to Clear Creek Trail, 8 miles down to Clear Creek Trail, and then Clear Creek Trail all the way out to Federal Boulevard, where there's a cool white bridge that's just for bikes and pedestrians.
Yeah.
And go across it, and then back home on the Ralston Creek Trail.
Nice. See, you know exactly where you're going today. This is cool.
I know exactly what I'm doing. I can't wait to do it.
Well, let's do a selfie. Hold up whatever you like.
Yes.
That could include a lack of something if you don't want to. It's whatever you want.
I will hold up some dumb crap. I'll hold up my dusty Iron Man helmet.
Oh, love it. Love it.
I polish it.
Perfecto. Mundo. All right. You ready for that? Oh, pull it in towards you a little bit. There you go.
Like I'm going to kiss.
I got you in the half that we need. Okay. Go for a little tongue kiss there. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Excellent.
Cool.
All right. I think that's it. Hey, you get that thing's looking so good. I want one.
This is just
It's just a relic, or what do you call it? I thought you were making one though, or that's the one back there. There he is.
This one back there. This is a Bluetooth speaker that they gave me as part of the making one. So like, you get all these other things as you're making it, like T-shirts and hats and posters and stuff like that. But one of the things is a Bluetooth Iron Man speaker.
Nice. How's it sound? Is it tinny?
It's tinny. I mean, this is the back of the head is the Avengers logo speaker.
That's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it's on par with an inexpensive Anchor Bluetooth speaker. Not like one of their nice ones, but
sure.
Yeah,
that's
good.
awesome. That's cool.
It'd be great if it flipped open and you could like have a.
Does it not open at all?
No,
Oh, that's a
No,
shame.
it's just
What was Tony thinking?
That's all right.
Freaking Tony Stark, you dipshit.
Little heads-up display. Yeah.
Well, there you have it, Brian. Have a fantastic ride today, and
Thank you.
we'll talk tomorrow morning and check in,
tomorrow.
see how you're doing.
Yeah.
See you then. All right, everybody, that's it. There endeth the program. If you would like to, I have to hurry. I got about 15 minutes to edit, so I might be a little muty while we do this, but I will be in the Discord doing the thing we do. So if you want to hop in there, go to the live TMS channel. What's it called? What the hell do we call it? Hold on. It is called the TMS live stage. I don't know why I can't think of the name of it ever. Anyway, I'm getting in there. Come in there. Be there. Be a part of it. Bye.